Welcome back to the Treehouse Mates, Old Head Gaming here, and we are 12 days away from the launch of Evil Dead the game, and last night I got a chance to sit down and listen to the full hour of awesomeness that was Slasher Podcast Radio, as they had special guests Craig Sherman and Tim Willits from Saber Entertainment, of course, creators of Evil Dead the game, answering a ton of questions, including some really cool stuff on the campaign, and I think a lot of people have really had a lot of questions, a lot of curiosity surrounding the single-player campaign, especially as it was like suddenly added out of nowhere, was one of the big things that led them to being moved to February from October of 21. And then, of course, they got moved back until May 13th, which is just right around the corner. Now, of course, if you like this Evil Dead content, drop a like and a comment below. I answer all my comments. And, of course, smash that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. We'll be dropping a lot more Evil Dead videos all the way as we make the march to Friday the 13th. And, of course, if you're looking for a community to play with, just click on the link in the description below. We have our Discord there. Just hop over and say hi. Now, one of the things we're going to talk about is what Craig Sherman really broke down, and we really have no idea other than it was kind of going to be background information for those mostly who want to play Evil Dead scenes, Ash versus the Evil Dead scenes, Army of Darkness scenes, maybe those who didn't have a full understanding but thought the game looked really cool. I just want to slash shit up, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you don't have to be a die-hard Evil Dead fan like myself to go and play Evil Dead the game. I know a lot of people who played the beta with me that from my community who weren't really big Evil Dead fans but just loved the game and loved the way it plays. And we've all had these ideas of what does the single player campaign entail, and what we're hearing is it's not very big. From base what Craig Sherman said, it was kind of, there's missions, and they're going to give you stuff, including unlockable skins, and the big thing is going to be the Nobi tapes, and the Nobi tapes are basically going to be the way they tell how all of this happens.
This is Professor Raymond Nobi, Department of Ancient History, log entry number 2. I believe I have made a significant find in the castle of Kandar. It was in the rear chamber of the castle that we stumbled upon something remarkable. Naturum de Monto, the Book of the Dead.
And so basically what they said is they had to get all 4 studios who own a piece of this, whether it was Stars, whether it was Universal, whether it was New Line, everyone that has a piece of this game had to sign off on this and say, yep, we're cool with this telling. So basically what they did is Nobi, after he summons Henrietta, so normal, same as always, and we have kind of like what you saw in like the end of season 2 of Ash vs. the Evil Dead, you know, when they came back to the 80s and Nobi was there and Henrietta was already like consumed by the demon and she was possessed and, you know, already had her powers and she's locked in the basement. And what happens is this Professor Nobi takes an entire different approach. He sees the man from the sky, the Hefe, the chosen one, whatever term you want to use, in the back of the Necronomicon, and tries to summon him. And he just keeps summoning people, whether it's you know, characters from Army of Darkness, characters from Evil Dead, characters from, you know, Ash versus Evil. And that's how all these survivors keep ending up in the same place, even though they're from 4 different things. And they're just basically fighting off demons. He summons evil Ash in a mistake. Like, this is how all this plays in. And we're going to learn more and more. There's apparently tons of Easter eggs. There's apparently, each one's like filmed on a recorder and then uploaded to the game. And then you get to see the little recording. It's like really cool how they did this. And I think most people who are Evil Dead fans are really going to appreciate it. And if you're not, I think you're just going to think this is a really cool story. And also, it basically sounds like every time there's DLC added, from what I was telling, they're going to explain it through these tapes, and it's basically going to be like this kind of single player component that you play through, you get bonuses, and of course you find out the lore. And we've seen this in other games, and I think it's a really good way to explain how Evil Dead smashed together, like how we have Evil Dead 1, 2, Army of Darkness, Ash vs. Evil Dead, all these different times, all these different eras kind of thrown together into one world. How you have, you know, medieval Lord Arthur going back to back with, say, Amanda Fisher from Ash vs. the Evil Dead. So you have a really cool foundation being built, and that was approved by everyone. They said this went all the way up to Sam. Like, everyone was in on this, and they're like, yeah, we love this. So this is what Saber Entertainment came up with. And I think it's amazing, and I can't wait to show you what the single-player campaign looks like when we play it live on our stream. I hope this gets you as excited for the single-player campaign and what they poured into this game, and you can tell by the way they talk about it that this is fan that care about the franchise, that made something for us to play in. And this sandbox, it sounds like one of the best places to want to be. I enjoyed the beta immensely, and I'm glad we're going to be able to go back in just a few days. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.